Everybody, it's Justice for Comics. I did this video already on Saturday, and I don't know what the heck's going on, but I couldn't upload it to my YouTube channel. I'm assuming it just was a corrupted file. I don't know what happened, but I'm having to reshoot this, so I apologize. I sent this off Saturday morning thinking it was done, and it wasn't. So. Oh well, it's now Sunday. Sorry, so you're getting this list a little late on the weekend, but at least I'm trying to get it done here. So CBSI's top 10 list for the week, books that are moving according to CBSI, reports on eBay, things like that. So let's jump into it with number 10 on the list, and that is Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 42. All right, so this book's hot for the main reason is scarcity. There's not a lot of people buying this book. There's definitely not a lot of shops that are buying enough copies to get one for the store. There's 4 or 5 shops in the area where I live here in South Florida, and I talk to a lot of the store owners quite often, and I've asked them many times before about SJW style books like Captain Marvel and Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, things like that. And basically, the comment all the time is they don't really have anybody that buys the book. They maybe have 3 or 4 subs that buy it, that get it in their box. Otherwise, they don't order much of it, maybe 2 or 3 copies for the wall, just in case somebody comes in looking for it. But for the most part, they definitely don't buy 25 copies of this book. There's just not enough demand for it. Now, in bigger markets, Los Angeles, New York, things like that, you're definitely going to have more female comic book buyers in certain locations where, there will be some more demand for this book. So I see this being a young 20 to 30-year-old female feminist style comic book buyer. I'm not saying there couldn't be some men that are into this title, but I would say more often than not, that's probably who's buying this. But it is scarce, right? Because that 1 in 25 variant, very few shops ordered enough, so this thing's going to be hard to find. And I guess what I should do is buy some of these books and flip them on eBay, because this thing is selling between $90 to $100 on eBay, and it's a 1 in 25 variant, meaning I could have bought this off Midtown for 21 bucks and flipped it for 90 to 100. That's a pretty good business deal. So I would just hate to be stuck with it, right? Because then you own a book that you paid decent money for that you can't stand. This is totally a flip opportunity. So if you buy some of these high ratio Marvel SJW books, you're buying it because it's scarce, and hopefully you can flip it and make some money. Obviously, you're playing a dangerous game that may not work out too well. So proceed with caution, but I definitely think it could be a legitimate flippable book, these type of books. Number 9 on the list, Naomi number 3. I wasn't really going to give this book much of a chance, but I was at one of the shops this Wednesday. It was on the wall. I grabbed one. Obviously, I'm glad I did. It's like a $15, $20 book now. This series is taking off. I read that issue. Haven't read the first 2 issues. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought the artwork was fantastic. I went out and bought a number 1 and a number 2 on eBay. Paid basically $15 each. Which now is a good deal because those books have gone up even more since I bought them 2 or 3 days ago. So that book is hot. Bendis has a real winner on his hands. Jamal Campbell's doing a great job with artwork. It's interesting. I kind of want to see where it goes. So for now, I'm into it. I mean, Bendis hasn't been the greatest writer for me over the years. I think he's too heavy in dialogue most of the time, but this one seems to be really good. I mean, I liked it enough to buy to pay good money for issue 1 and 2. It is a low print run book. A lot of people did not pre-order this book, and it's kind of a sleeper. So, you know, see, if you want to read something good, I would just be cautious. Don't chase it. You know, I wouldn't pay $20, $25 for issue number 1. I'd wait a little while. I think $10 to $15 is a good price range to buy issue number 1 or 2. But with a low print run, this book could hold that value for a while. So just be aware of that. Number 8 on the list, Meet the Skrulls number 2. This is the 1 in 25 Raza variant. I like Raza as an artist. I think he's a great artist. This cover is strange to me. I don't. It's purple background. Your eye is drawn to the side of the book with the Skrull with the mask on, and then there's a bunch of masks on the ground. I mean, it's definitely an interesting cover. I kind of regret it. I had this in my Midtown checkout, and I deleted it. I had it in there. You know, it's a $21 book on Midtown, and now, you know, it's $40 plus. So, we'll see. I mean, I haven't heard fantastic things about this series. I haven't heard anything really bad about it either. So, if this series, you know, picks up and does well, this could be a hot issue down the road. We'll see. Number 7, Incredible Hulk 347, first appearance of Mr. Fix-It. Anything Immortal Hulk related is driving back issue books right now. So congratulations if you were a consistent buyer of Immortal Hulk when no one cared. You know, these titles back then, you had McFarlane on the series for a little while, then you had Eric Larson. Artwork wasn't that great. Stories were not that fantastic in my opinion. But this was a $3 book. Now it's selling north of 25. I wouldn't chase it here. I mean, Immortal Hulk is definitely a great series, and it's kind of nice that it's driving up prices on older back issues with Incredible Hulk. But just be careful. Don't be chasing these things. I don't know how much legitimacy this first appearance is. You know, if it's going to have staying power or not. Just be a little cautious on that. Number 6 on the list, another Incredible Hulk book, number 12, Volume 2, number 12. First appearance of Devil Hulk. There is some speculation that this title will appear, or this character will appear in the Immortal Hulk. Who knows? I guess issue 19 is the speculation on that coming up. We'll see. But again, this is being driven by a great series with the current Immortal Hulk run. Number 5, Spider-Woman number 3, Scott Forbes 1 in 25 variant. It's kind of a cool cover. You got interior artwork by Greg Land. I've never heard of the writer Dennis Hopeless. Hope his writing isn't hopeless. Yeah, it's just a very low print run book. You're talking 1 in 25 on a book that probably nobody was paying attention to or caring about. $15 book a few weeks ago, now selling north of $65, maybe even $75. So yeah, I mean, if you have this in your back issue in your collection, fantastic. I would put it on eBay and sell it if I were you. Number 4 on the list, Dark Red number 1. This is the Larry Stroman 1 in 10 variant. This is another book that I had in my checkout bin and deleted it. Regret doing that. Now it's a $40 book, and this was like a $3.99 title. Now going for $40. There's a lot of heat on this book right now because of that Shannon Meyer variant, which was really, really cool and sold out. It was only, I think, 150 copies of that. That's a $250 book now. So that's definitely driving prices on this issue number 1. In my opinion, the cover's not that great, but, you know, that's probably why I deleted it. I wasn't too impressed with the cover. Number 3, Untamed, A Sinner's Prayer number 1. News of a movie, I guess, or a TV show. It says here movie speculation, so that's what's driving the price right now. I'm not familiar with that title, but prices are jumping from $15 to $40. Number 2, Venom, Sinners Takes All. Number 3, first appearance of She-Venom. This book's all over the place. It gets hot for a while, drops back down 40, 50 bucks. Boom, it's back up to 75 to 100. Late 90s book, horrible artwork, horrible writing. If you want to chase it, fine. This is something I would avoid, though. Number 1, Spawn number 240. A lot of heat on Spawn with the movie coming out in the short term, and a lot of these low print run titles are going for good money. Issue 240 selling in $125 to $150 range, so I've got a couple of those in the $195 to $200 range, but definitely don't have that issue, so congrats to anybody that does. So that's the top 10 list for the week, brought to you by CBSI. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this list and what you think of these books. All right, thanks.